Hey First Church, welcome to online worship. I am Kathy Boyd-Lou, the lead pastor of First United Methodist here in downtown Chambersburg. We are so glad that you have decided to worship with us online this morning. We know that our building is located on 225 South 2nd Street, but the Church of Jesus Christ this morning is scattered around the globe. But we are grateful that you have chosen to worship with us. You can find out more about us on www.firstonsecond.org or on our Facebook page. If you'd like to connect with us, you can just make a comment on the Facebook page or message us through Facebook, or there's a way to connect with us on the website as well. So welcome. So in this time of pandemic, studies say that in times of great upheaval, we tend to go for the familiar. There's something settling about going for that which is most familiar to us. And this morning I have gathered some things that are familiar to me, some things that I reach out to. I am somebody who loves to get up in the morning, right before the sun comes up, make a cup of coffee, and if at all possible, go out into the backyard. But I am very particular about those mugs that I use. I have different mugs that represent to me different things. And so as I'm coddling that cup of coffee in the morning, depending on my mood or what I want to remember, I choose a particular mug. So my altar this morning has some of my different favorite mugs that I love. This one, if you can see it, is Van Gogh with a dachshund. If you know me, we're dachshund lovers and have one in the house named Pippin. This one is a particular one. We design different pictures for Mike for Father's Day, and every once in a while, don't tell Mike, but I sneak out of the house with that one. This one is Widener University, of which we are very proud as one of our sons graduated from there. And this one is a very old one. It's as old as I am, but my parents at some point got us different mugs with the different days of the week that we were born. So that's usually in my china cabinet, but it's still a special mug to me. Last summer I was on a spiritual retreat, and I had a time away from the congregation, and on that silent retreat God spoke to me about letting go. Just letting Him work and not rushing so quick into things, to just let things in God's hands. So on my way home, I bought this mug that says, "Let it be," with a little B on it. And for a long time, I drank from this mug. I have it at the office often, and when I need a reminder to turn things over to God, I use this mug. This morning, I'm using one from a place that's dear to my heart, from Guatemala, from a mission trip. And so this morning, as we cling to those things that are familiar, I invite you to also remember some words of scripture that are probably very familiar to you. In the 23rd Psalm, a psalm that we rehearse over and over, becomes so familiar sometimes maybe we stop listening. But if we will hold it in our hands, if we'll sip it slowly, we will find that there is great comfort, great power, and great assurance in something familiar in the midst of the unfamiliar, in this land of masks and a pandemic and the news stories that keep bombarding us, and being apart. Psalm 23, those familiar words, can bring us comfort and strength. So I invite you to stop the video, and everyone in the family, go and find some familiar thing that brings you comfort. Whether it be a favorite mug or glass, a favorite toy, stuffed animal, blanket, whatever it is, go get that which is familiar and comforting to you and bring it in, and let's worship together. This morning our call to worship starts with a little girl reminding us of those familiar words. Psalm 23.